Coming up on Juice and Java, we have your hottest stories of the week.
Otto Tunes is in studio ahead of tonight's Invitational.
And in honor of the Masters, we're here to practice our golf swings.
Juice and Java starts right now.
Good morning, I'm Rebekah Castor.
And I'm Zach Allen, filling in for Noah Eagle. Thanks for starting your morning with us.
We're kicking things off with breaking news.
Breaking news out of Germany this morning, a van crashed into pedestrians in the northern city of Munster. Police in the area have confirmed that there are fatalities and injuries. Currently, the BBC is reporting 30 people injured. Authorities are warning locals to avoid the area, and CitrusTV will have more updates as details emerge.
And in Syracuse, a local gun store owner's message to police may have prevented a mass shooting here on campus. A former SU student tried to buy an AR-15 last month but was stopped by the store owner. The owner proceeded to warn the authorities of the student's intentions to buy the weapon. However, they did not have enough evidence for a warrant until after ammunition was found in the student's room. The police were also contacted by friends worried about actions he might take. On the 20th, SU revoked his student visa and he was deported back to China, where he's from. The gun store owner says he's grateful for the positive outcome of what could have been worse.
We've had a number of phone calls and emails from SU student parents and SU students. We're just so grateful that we were able to identify this and report it to our sheriff that could act on it so quickly.
And you know, I think that quote said it perfectly. My mom found out about this story the day that it came out. I know a lot of people that their moms called them worried. And I mean, I'm glad that this story came out because this is something you don't hear so often.
Yeah. You know, I'm really grateful that the police department handled this so effectively. And, you know, it's also, you know, I'm glad that the store owner, you know, took it upon himself to call the police. And I'm glad that the police, you know, took his concerns seriously. And, you know, to the friends of the student, too, who, you know, even though they were friends with the student, they reported it. You know, if you see something, you hear something, you say something. And, you know, something bad could have happened here on campus if they didn't do that.
Absolutely. The 2018 midterm elections are shaping up to be quite the race in New York State. Former mayoral candidate Juanita Perez-Williams announced this week she's running for Congress, hoping to challenge Republican incumbent John Katko in November. She'll have to win the Democratic nomination first, though. Syracuse University professor Dana Balter was considered the frontrunner before this announcement. Perez-Williams will need to gather the required 1,250 signatures to officially declare her run by April 12th.
Yes, I'm excited that Juanita Perez-Williams decided to run. You know, she was so close to winning the mayor of Syracuse. And, you know, I'm glad that she's putting herself out there again and deciding to take it a next step up.
Yeah, I mean, she lost by 16 points to Ben Walsh. So there's clearly a lot of support locally for her. It'll be interesting to see how she does going up against a
an SU professor. We'll
see
how that turns out. You know, not many students will be able to vote here in Syracuse, so I'm not sure how much weight being an SU professor will take, but we'll find out which one of them takes the Democratic nomination later in June. And in more political news, this wall may not be finished, but President Trump has other plans for the U.S.-Mexico border. The White House announced a plan earlier this week to send between 2,000 and 4,000 members of the National Guard to the south. This decision comes as news of a caravan of Central American immigrants making their way to the U.S. hit mainstream media. Mexico has since disbanded the caravan, but people are still hoping to seek asylum in the United States. President Trump says the plan will still go forward, insisting that tough immigration policies are key. This was, of course, a main talking point of his presidential campaign.
Yeah, so yesterday, Texas became the first state to send National Guard troops to the Mexico border. They sent 250 troops, and they're currently working on getting funding for 4,000 troops to be on the border.
Right. Yeah, and I hear Arizona is the next state that will be sending people from the National Guard, and you know Trump is also going to call on New Mexico and California to send people as well. So he's serious about keeping this border patrolled.
You were saying that he's not the first president to actually do this.
Yes, he's not. President Barack Obama sent troops, and George W. Bush actually sent over 6,000 troops. So President Trump is not the first one to do this. I know people are kind of freaking out about this move, but you know Trump is very serious about getting this border protected.
And in other news, the relationship between the United States and Russia is only getting more complicated. The Trump administration announced additional sanctions against Russian citizens on Friday. These include 7 oligarchs close to Russian President Putin and 12 companies controlled by influential Russians. The sanctions are a reaction to both Russian meddling in the 2016 presidential election and other ongoing global matters like the poisoning of a former Russian spy in England last month. Russia, meanwhile, called the sanctions meaningless and unfriendly.
So obviously President Putin is very upset about this, and you know, he should be, because if you think about it, the Trump administration is taking these key political allies that he has, people that are giving Putin the wealth that he has, and they're sanctioning them. They're putting them on a U.S. Treasury sanction. So that means that no bank in the world is going to want to do business with these people.
Yeah, and I just hate to see this tit for tat child's play going on with other countries. This is a lot at stake, and I mean, this is coming after 60 American diplomats were pulled from Russia after the poisoning of the Russian spy and his daughter, and this just does not seem like the right tree for us to be climbing up right now.
Yeah, he's definitely having a firm hand on this, so we'll see how this develops. And another country we need to keep our eye on is China. Neither the U.S. or China is backing down in what may turn into a trade war. Over the last month, both countries have imposed tariffs on each other, starting with President Trump's steel and aluminum ones. But the United States made the biggest leap this week, announcing plans for $100 billion worth of tariffs on Chinese products. China says if they are put into place, there will be quick retaliation, and they do not want to engage in diplomatic talks. The new addition would put the total cost of the tariffs at around $150 billion in trade for China.
So what confuses me about this move, Rebekah, is this is coming at a time when unemployment is on the decline, and we have a lot of growth in our country right now. And then as soon as President Trump announces this, we see the stock market go down. There's a lot of concern in our country right now.
Yeah, this is definitely another hard move by President Trump. And, you know, it's interesting to see because both of these countries are basically playing a game of chicken. They're trying to see which country can withstand the longest amount of short-term economic pain to see the greatest success in economic long-term success.
Yeah, and just to have to experience any pain from this is it's just not what we really need to see right now.
Yeah, I definitely hope the U.S. comes out on top with this one.
In a little more local news, the spring semester is winding down, and that means the annual Block Party concert is near. University Union announced on Friday that Gucci Mane will headline the April 27th event. Joining him will be SZA and DJ Medicine to complete the lineup. Tickets will be $20 or $25 for SU students, depending on the location of the seats, and $44 for the general public. Tickets will be available Monday for Syracuse and SUNY ESF students on Ticketmaster. And I know you are pumped for Gucci Mane, right?
You know, I don't think that's a true statement, Zach. I'm actually really disappointed in the lineup for Block Party this year. It just seems that since freshman year, it's just we've gone downhill. You know, you can't beat the Chainsmokers and Chance the Rapper from freshman year. That was just amazing.
I mean, sure, we did get to experience the debut of Closer.
I was right there, front row, heard the song, touched his hand. It was great.
But Travis Scott was incredible last year. Did you even go last year?
I didn't go. I think that's a huge step down. And I think Gucci Mane's even more of a step down.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, SZA's nice. That's good. At least I got that.
I think she had the best album of 2017 personally, which is kind of a hot take.
Yeah.
But Gucci Mane, I think, will be a lot of fun at least.
Well, I hope that you have a good time, Zach. I will not be there. After the break, Rebekah and I learned some golf in our honor of the Masters tournament this weekend.
And we'll have a live performance by the Otto Tunes.
Keep it here.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it.
You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
come on, it's not that hard.
My big man fingers are having a problem with these little tiny buttons.
Whoa, watch it there. Your blood pressure's gonna go through the roof.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to learn how to get it down. Instead, it keeps going up.
High blood pressure can increase the risk for heart attack or stroke. Learn how to keep yours at a healthy range.
Ever hear a voice command? Just say text barbershop to 97779.
That's not what I said.
Just give me that. Now my blood pressure's up.
Welcome back to Juice and Java. The Masters tournament is going on this weekend, so Rebekah and I tried our hand at some golf.
Yes, you can see it on your screen right now. We had such a fun day yesterday with Tim Leonard. He's a CitrusTV sports guy, and he took us out to help us practice our swings. I've actually never gone golfing before, so this was my first time ever trying to even swing a golf club.
That surprised me. You look the part. You look like you're a golfer.
I was really feeling my golf look yesterday. I thought I'd go all out and really look the part. I thought that if I looked the part that I would be more successful.
But you found out this is a little bit different than putt-putt golf.
Yeah, you'll see that I really struggled yesterday. But so Zach, have you been watching the Masters this weekend?
I have been. I'm a big Tiger fan. Unfortunately, he didn't play as well as everyone got their hopes up. He's not going to be playing the rest of this weekend. But the Masters is just such a fun tournament to watch, and it's so peaceful and relaxing.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about watching golf tournaments is when you can hear the crowd shout after the player does their swing. You'll hear some of the most absurd things from the crowd.
Yeah, and there's a huge list this year of different phrases that you can't yell. You can't yell dilly dilly.
Yeah, you can't yell dilly dilly. What does the Masters have against that? I have no idea.
I mean, you're not supposed to shout at all, but
people always do.
People always do, yeah.
They're a little more composed at the Masters because, it's a little more professional. As you can see, Zach really thought that, you have to really get your hand motions going when you do golf. Your body has to move with you. So we were all about that yesterday.
Yeah, there's a lot of hip movement that Tim told us about and made me really think that Noah would be great at golfing. He's all about his hip movement and his dancing, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he would have shown both of us up, so I'm kind of glad that he wasn't there, because Tim Leonard was already showing us up completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's Zach's first swing.
And of course.
And then of course
nice practice.
Yeah, that was your practice. That was your practice. And I obviously have a cheer in the back. So
I'm trying to stay composed. I'm trying to not hit either of our camera people, Isha or
and then
Victoria,
when he hit, I yelled, "You got to yell something so absurd." So I was yelling Martin Van Buren because he's one of the greatest presidents of the United States. So you just got to yell the most random thing that you can yell.
That's beyond random. I never would have even thought to have yelled that. But then
what makes it so fun.
You step up. I mean, you had gloves on. You couldn't stand the cold.
Yeah, I had to have the gloves on. I had to have them on. I wasn't taking them off, even though it really messed with my grip yesterday. But so you'll see that I really struggled.
This is the best part. You line up probably about 5 feet away from the golf ball. You're genuinely trying to hit it right here.
Oh, I'm full on ready to hit it, and I just completely missed.
That's okay.
Just completely.
That's okay.
Kind of embarrassing. It's okay.
Step up.
It's okay. Here, I make it on this one. I make it on this one, and Zach has his crowd cheer in the back. Guess what he said? It's
dilly dilly.
Of course. We had to get that in there.
And it completely messed you up.
Oh, there we go.
Look at that. Look at that.
So my golf ball did not go nearly as far as Zach's and
20 yards.
Tim's did. But you know what? It went far enough, and I'm happy with how it went.
And then this, it's just not even fair watching Tim. He completely showed us up.
Yeah, he actually was on the varsity golf team in high school, so he totally nailed it. It was awesome getting to learn from him yesterday.
Yeah, we definitely learned a couple great new things.
Yeah, we had such a blast, and I'm looking forward to watching the Masters the rest of this weekend.
Well, we had a great time yesterday with Tim, and we learned a lot, even though it was cold outside.
And Juice and Java will be right back.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes, B, console her,
don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed.
I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it.
I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
It's not.
Otto Tunes.
Yeah. Yes, and so more of them will be in studio shortly for a live musical performance. Now, guys, tell me, are you guys excited about your invitational tonight? What can you expect?
Yeah, so we are absolutely so excited to have our invitational Back OT the Future tonight at 7 in Shemin Auditorium. It's decades themed, so that's kind of what we're playing on the whole Back to the Future thing.
Yeah, we're really excited as always. We really love all the songs that we're doing. Some real classics for basically every audience, since we're doing stuff like Blackbird by the Beatles all the way like Sweet Dreams, Carry On My Wayward Son. We're really excited about it.
How do you choose what songs you guys are going to perform?
Yeah, so we have a music director of the group, and he pretty much facilitates song selection and stuff like that. This year we've been pretty open about it, so members of the group might suggest songs, and then we'll kind of poll the group and see what everybody's interested in singing, and we'll go from there.
So what other songs are you guys going to sing tonight? Do you guys have a favorite one?
Personally, for me, my favorite would be Waterfalls by TLC.
Because he's singing the solo.
Oh, nice.
Oh. I really love Sweet Dreams. I love the arrangement. I love the song. It's really fun to sing.
So where did the tradition of the orange pants come from?
I think you might better answer that one than me. I'm not entirely sure.
So we actually only came onto campus pretty recently, about 6-7 years ago, depending on who you ask. And we didn't really have our thing, have our niche. We tried a bunch of different outfits. We were in shorts for a while, different color shorts. We tried more traditional a cappella stuff. And then we just kind of knew that we wanted to make our mark, really stick out on campus. We wanted to break onto campus, both with our music and our PR. And back then, the bookstore actually sold lovely Syracuse orange pants, and we just knew that we had to do it.
Well, I'm a huge fan of the orange pants. I think they look so cool.
Oh, thank you.
So you guys have a pretty good number of guys in your group. So how does that dynamic work?
I mean, it's honestly. It's a blast. The dynamic has always been great as long as I've been in the group. It's so fun to just have 16 guys who just love singing a cappella and spending their time that way. We get along great. We make sure we really facilitate a nice social atmosphere for everybody while at the same time making some really good music.
It's really nice in that many of us are from all different majors, all different schools. We have a lot of music majors, obviously, like this guy, but we also have people from the I School and tons of people in Newhouse and Arts and Sciences and the VPA, really all over the place. So it's really nice to have all these people from different backgrounds with different passions that all can sort of unite around our love of a cappella.
That's great. Well, thank you guys very much. And coming up after the break, we'll get to hear Otto Tunes perform live.
You don't want to miss it.
Hey, Hard, what's this? That's my resignation letter. You're resigning. Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you eat stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit. I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me. Okay, but remember, it's not what you say. It's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Superheroes?
Just 4 brothers who hate bullies and love this city.
Gear up, guys.
Welcome back to Juice and Java. Otto Tunes is still here in studio with a live performance for us.
Take it away, guys.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these eyes and see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of 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 blackbird singing in the dead of. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life. Ooh, waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
That was incredible, guys. You can catch Otto Tunes in person tonight at their Spring Invitational.
Yeah, they were so awesome. And coming up, Lilia Wood and UGirl's former style editor give us some tips to stay fashionable this spring.
Stay with us.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
Welcome back to Juice and Java. Now, despite the cold temperatures we've been facing, spring is upon us.
Not really sure if it is or not, but Lilia Wood is here to tell us about this year's spring fashion trends.
Thank you so much. So we cannot talk about fashion with having former style editor and UGirl editor, current style editor, college, whatever. Thank you so much for being here. She's the current college life editor. Okay, so we should start talking about formal outfits since it's wedding season. A lot of Greek life formals are happening. So what should we be looking out for? First, we can look at Alex's outfit right here. Could you tell us a little bit about her outfit?
Sure. So, you know, it's spring in Syracuse, but that still means it's snowing, so you can't go wrong with a classic black dress, which is what she has right here.
Yeah, definitely. In the shoes, like platform shoes are in, or like a pop of color. Where would we be seeing that? Mm-hmm. And then, say, I guess for spring, since it's spring, but here obviously it doesn't feel like spring, should we be wearing black? What color should we be wearing?
I mean, most formals are at night, so black is great, but if you want to throw in a pop of color, you know, floral prints are really on right now.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Alex. Like the bottom, it's uneven, super, super cute. So next up we have Liana, and she's wearing a business casual outfit. So a lot of us have internships coming up and jobs coming up this summer. So what should we be wearing?
Yeah, you know, for interviews, there's so many people going in for the same job, so it's really important to make yourself stand out in something that's professional and mature looking, but it still shows a little bit of your personality. So the ruffles on her top are really great for that.
Mm-hmm. And then should we be wearing black even though, because it's really cold here if you're interviewing here in Syracuse, or should we be going with brighter colors?
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't go for something that's distracting, but you can definitely throw color in there and something that expresses your personality.
Yeah, definitely. And then lastly, we have Miley's outfit, and that's a more like day-to-day outfit, right? What would she be wearing on the streets? If you're going to the city for the day, what would we be wearing?
Yeah, I mean, that's really up to your personal style. I think what she has on here is great, again, with the ruffles that are on trend. Printed pants are great right now, too.
Mm-hmm, definitely white shoes. Is that definitely in? I see a lot of those sneakers coming in.
I've got white sneakers on right now. I think it's a great look.
I don't know how you guys keep them clean. Mine are disgusting. So again, with the ruffles, do you think ruffles are definitely in on both styles?
Mm-hmm, yeah, it's a great way to just hype up any look.
Yeah, and then after seeing all these outfits, what other spring trends will we be seeing?
I've been seeing a lot of prints like plaid and checkers. I know the checker pants are really popular because you can dress them up or dress them down.
Okay, well, Chloe, thank you so much for your advice again, and thank you for all the models. For more spring fashion, check out UGirl's spring edition of their magazine hitting the stands in just a few weeks. Zach and Rebekah, back to you guys.
Thank you so much for that, Lilia. That was awesome, and that's all that we have for Juice and Java this morning. We had a lot of fun.
We did. Check us out online at CitrusTV.com and follow CitrusTV News on Facebook and Twitter. Weekend Syracuse.